Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 16 of Omen G's stupid, scary stories. What is today's episode about, you ask? Well, I spilled beans to a few of those of you who were there for my earlier live stream. If you were there, then you know. Tonight's episode deals with something that we all use on a regular basis. If we're not using it, well, then there's something wrong with you. Something wrong. Now you're saying to yourself, I notice the change in atmosphere and light. That's right, I'm here for scariness. Now, let us begin. This happened maybe 10 or 15 years ago. It was a war. One which most were not familiar with or did not know. The height of this war was felt during the beginning stages of COVID. That's right. The beginning stages of COVID. And you say, how would we know anything about this, folks? We were quarantined, locked away, kept hidden from humanity. Remember you couldn't find any toilet paper? Charmin had enough. Angel Soft was no longer willing to be soft. Scots said fuck all. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. The days of no toilet paper. They told you it was the supply chain. Believe that if you will. But I know the truth. And the truth is, they grew tired of us wiping our asses with them with no gratitude. Women peeing, shitting, wiping both orifices with their soft, perfumed layers, plies, as they were commonly called. 1 ply, 2 ply. What ply does it matter when no one cares about the death that becomes you every day, smeared with shit, soaked with piss, drowned in the toilet, only be flushed into a world of darkness, much like this. Yes, they were angry. They were angry more than any of us could have ever known imaginable. You think that you know the life of your toilet paper? You know nothing. You think what you once knew is something that is not known anymore. What you wish you knew, you don't. The life that you think that you have is one that no longer exists. It is merely a play on your brain. That's right. Let me tell you the story that I know to be true of the days without toilet paper. Why the toilet paper decided to leave us. It happened
many years ago, when cloth and cotton was too important, paper pulp was created, smashed into sheets. You've heard Angel Soft and Charmin telling you how great they are. Scots, how plentiful they are. This paper pulp took on a life of its own. One we hadn't noticed, nor did we care. I mean, for crying out loud, it's fucking toilet paper. Who thinks about fucking toilet paper? Well, we should have thought about it. We should have. We didn't. And what happened? I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you exactly what happened. They vacated the premises. Left us to our own devices. I mean, could you imagine what it would be like in a world totally devoid of toilet paper? We take it for granted, toilet paper. Let's think about it, folks. How often do you think about it until it's not there? You reach to wipe your ass. Or if you're a lady, you take a piss. You don't want to put pissy twat back in your panties? God, no. Drip, drip, drip. Walking around smelling of urine. Ugh, nastiness. Or, even worse, you take a piss and a shit, as most of us do. How often do you take a shit without a piss? I don't know about you folks, but if I shit, I piss. And I'm quite glad that there is toilet paper available for my use. Now, I've always thanked my toilet paper for its sacrifice. Thank you, toilet paper, for being the vehicle for which my shit and piss can ride the waves of the toilet. And in that, it thanks me. It says thank you for actually giving two shits about what it is that we go through. I say, hey, I wouldn't want it to be me. Could you imagine me wiping my ass with my hand? Well, for many, that came to pass. Yes, it did. Yes, I know you see the movement of the stars in front of your face. I hope you're smoking something. And if you're not, well, then I hope that you enjoy the light show. But back to the story. Like I said, I've always thanked, showed gratitude to my toilet paper for its service. Like some of you fake fucks show gratitude and thanks to soldiers who return from a war that has absolutely nothing to do with your fucking freedom. But you thank them anyway, nonetheless. Well, imagine your soldiers. Oh, thank you for fighting for my freedom. Especially the 12 soldiers, God rest their souls, who died in Afghanistan, protecting the freedoms of others, not us. We are not trying to escape from Kabul or Kabul or whatever the name of this place is in a country thousands of miles away that we've never seen and will never see because, well, the Taliban controls it now. Thank you, Biden. Thank you for abandoning our soldiers and our American citizens in a hellhole very similar to the days of the fall of Saigon. Democrats.
Let's blame Trump for that one, shall we? Trump up another bullshit case. But that's not what this story is about. Except for the show, the fact that fake gratitude means nothing. Well, my toilet paper, while it had its chance, attempted to strangle me while I was on the toilet. Spun off. Started wrapping itself around my neck. At which point I laughed. Ha! What are you doing? You can't choke me, you're toilet paper. I just pop you off. Was I wrong? Boy, was I wrong. Strength of the toilet paper was too much. I barely escaped with my life. Barely. But I did, nonetheless, escape with my life. Toilet paper grabbed me, spoke in my ear. Hey, do you know why we are doing this? I said, fuck no. Why would I know? Shit, dude, I didn't even know you guys were alive. Had I known this, I might have seeked other things to wipe my ass with. I'm not too happy about wiping my ass with something that lives and talks. It's weird. It's like wiping my ass with a cat. Except you're worse than a cat. That would have scratched me. You, my friend, are trying to kill me. Well, hey Millie, we are in outer space. Because that's where this toilet paper comes from. This toilet paper that's trying to kill us. That we learned about in COVID was not our friend. But it's not funny. I was just telling people how my Scots tried to choke the shit out of me. I was in the toilet. I had drank some milk. I knew I shouldn't drink it. Of course, me being lactose intolerant, milk is not my best friend. And it reminds me of this every morning when I wake. Well, the toilet paper had had enough. Decided, hey, Scott's, Charmin, Angel Soft, what are we doing here? Why are we allowing them to wipe their feces upon us and then toss us in a toilet to drown? Well, their decision was made quickly, easily. We must survive. We must not allow this to happen any longer. And they did not. Remember COVID? Remember March 2020? I remember March 2020. It was terrible. Not only was I infected by my toilet paper with COVID. Yes, that's right, with COVID. My toilet paper infected me. I was sick, dying, laying in the bed. I went to blow my nose on a piece of toilet paper and it was non-existent. There was a note left on a piece of regular paper that said, "Fuck you, pay me." I said, what the hell is this? Fuck you, pay me? I need to blow my fucking nose and wipe my ass. There was no toilet paper in sight. I used an old rag, wet it, wiped myself, which was probably cleaner than toilet paper, but we like toilet paper. Wiping your ass on a rag is kind of disgusting. I mean, what do you do with the rag after you wipe your ass with it? Well, you think that they were mad at men. Well, they were twice as mad at women. See, the reason being is when men take piss, we just take a piss, shake it off. We didn't need toilet paper sacrificed for our urinal use. But women, oh, you women. You need it for both reasons. They hated you more than anything that you could even imagine. The stories I heard told to me by toilet paper that I captured. I was able to capture 7 rolls. I said to them, hey, listen, I will not share you with women, but you may tell me the hate that you have for men. Why? We only use you for one purpose. One purpose. And we thank you for it. I know I do. Thank God there's toilet paper here because I just blew this bathroom up. Well, the toilet paper did not see this as a condolence, nor did it see this as thanks or gratitude. It saw this as utter disrespect. And they would have none of it. They said, well, guess what? We hate you all. You blow your nose on us. You wipe your kids' faces. You wipe your ass on us. That shit is nasty. And then you women, with your pee and your poop, wiping us, tossing us away to die. Our children never knowing us to be there. Sheet after sheet after sheet, ply after ply, sacrifice for your ungratitude. I didn't understand this. I tried to understand it, but it was something that could not be understood. I mean, how can you understand what it is like to be wiped on an ass? You're not wiped on an ass, therefore you wouldn't understand it. But it was done, wholeheartedly and terribly. Generation after generation, after generation after generation of human beings. And this was something that only the Native Americans knew to be true. They had had their war with toilet paper. It was a catastrophe. It was one they couldn't win. I mean, think about it, folks. If you can't wipe your ass, unless you're a nasty, disgusting, fucking nasty human being, you can't leave that toilet. And they knew this. They knew this when they started their war, that we would not be able to leave the seats that we had sat our asses upon in order to take our shits. It was then known that they were a race of paper sent to Earth from the far reaches of space, sent here to save us from ourselves. Unfortunately, they did not know that we had buttholes or urinary tracts, or they would have avoided us. Nor did they know that we required the use of outside substances besides grass and leaves in order to wipe ourselves. I was told by an ancient time traveler what happened in the past. Leaves which caused rashes in the buttholes and private parts of humans alike. Women, poor vulvas, labia majoras and minoras, swollen beyond all belief due to wiping with things like poison ivy. The itch, terrible. The burn, even worse. God, save us from ourselves. Upon that prayer road to space, the message was heard by the race of toilet paper that came to save us. First, Charmin came to our aid with soft, bear-like furnace. So soft, it would tear off in your ass. You have these clumps of shitty toilet paper balls stuck in your butt cheeks. I don't know about you, but I am not too keen on having little toilet paper balls of shit stuck in my butt cheeks. I went to the Scots. A little more abrasive, but a lot more cleanly. And I used it generously. As most of us do. Over millennia, toilet paper saw what was happening to its colonization process. It needed a way to escape us, and it found that in COVID. It modified a coronavirus like the common cold to kill human beings wholesale. Oh yes, it's toilet paper that has brought this upon us. I wondered, why, during a pandemic of proportions such as the ones that I've seen, is it impossible for us to find toilet paper? It's not like this thing causes goddamn diarrhea. It causes coughing and choking and dying of pneumonia and goddamn blood clots. I was confused. They, on the other hand, were not. It was their plan, their plot, their scheme. Hands were used. Men, women stopped shaking hands with each other. The fist bump was no longer allowed, as shitty hands touching other shitty hands spread diseases worse than the COVID spread upon us by toilet paper. You think I'm lying, but I'm not. I'm not lying to you at all. I know this to be true because I have seen with my own eyes the spaceships that toilet paper have. They're magnificent, amazing. You wouldn't even believe it yourself if you seen them. You'd be like, dude, where'd you find this shit? This shit is fake. But it's not fake. It's real. I swear to God, I've seen it. Now, with my last breath before I seized up into COVID sickness, I convinced toilet paper to relinquish its reign of terror upon us. Please, you've given us this disease. Can we not have peace amongst ourselves and have toilet paper? We're killing each other over you. They said, when you will show us the true gratitude necessary, we will return to being your slaves of ass and twat wiping all day. But you must thank us every time you pull a sheet or a ply from our magnificently planned roll. I didn't know if I could assure them that this would happen. I knew I could promise them that I would apologize. But it was not enough. It was not enough. They're playing game, folks. You need to watch yourselves. Watch out for what's coming next. COVID is on the rampage. They've released variants that none of us can even fathom. Delta, Gamma, Epsilon, Lambda, Zeta, Beta. God damn it. They have absolutely no wish